Hello dear students and teachers, welcome back to the video series on Maths MCQ Preparatory Exam. Already we have solved two preparatory exams. In this video we will solve the third paper, that is already you have learnt 80 questions. Including this video you will be totally learning 120 questions. As exam is nearing, do work out and practice all these questions so that it will be very easy for you to score A plus, that is 40 out of 40 in maths. So do watch the complete video and make a note of all the questions so that it will be very easy to revise during your exam. Students, important note: in OMR answer sheet, shade using blue or black ballpoint pen only. Now we'll move to the first question. If 3x plus y equals 10 and y equals 4, then value of x is, if 3x plus y equals 10 and y equals 4, then value of x is. Substitute the value of y equals 4 in the given equation, that is 3x plus y equals 10 is the given equation. Now 3x plus, in place of y substitute 4. Now we get 3x plus 4 equals 10. Shift plus 4 to RHS, it becomes minus 4. 3x equals 10 minus 4. That is 6. Therefore x equals 6 divided by 3. We get x equals 2. Therefore the value of x is 2. The correct answer is option C. Now moving to next question. Which of the following pair of linear equation has no solution? The condition for no solution, that is parallel lines. For parallel lines there are no solution. The condition for parallel lines are a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. Now check out the options which satisfies this condition. That is, first we get 1 by 3, then 1 by 3, and which is not equal to 3 divided by 7. Therefore directly we have got the first option itself. Therefore the correct answer is x plus 3y equals 3 and 3x plus 9y equals 7 is the pair of linear equation which doesn't have any solution. Now for what value of p does the pair of linear equation given below have unique solution? Unique solution means intersecting line. For intersecting line the condition is a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Now substitute the a1 value, that is 4, b1 is p, the same a2 is 2, b2 is 2. Substitute in the given condition, that is a1 is 4 divided by a2 is 2, which is not equal to, b1 value is p, b2 value is 2. Now 4 divided by 2 we get 2. Now cross multiply, we get p is not equal to 4. Therefore the correct answer is option D, p is not equal to 4. Now moving to fourth question. For what value of p the system of equations 4x plus py plus 8 equals 0 and 2x plus 2y plus 2 equals 0 have no solution? Again, we need to apply parallel lines condition, that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2. For parallel lines, no solution. The condition is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but not equal to c1 by c2. Now substitute the values a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2 and c2. Now we'll take the ratio a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2. Take this ratio a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2. What is a1 value? a1 is 4 and a2 is 2. b1 is p, b2 is 2. Why we need to take only this ratio? Because the p value will be in the ratio b1 by b2. Therefore, take the ratio a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. Now substituting the values, 2 and 2 will cancel out. We get p equals 4. Therefore, the value of p is 4. The correct answer is option C. Students, in your exam, you can reduce little bit steps. Fifth question, if the nth term of an arithmetic progression is an equals 24 minus 3n, then its second term is. Very simple and direct question. We need to find out the second term. Replace n by 2, that is 24 minus 3 times n is 2. Therefore, a2 equals 24 minus 3 2s are 6. Therefore, a2 equals 24 minus 6. We get 18. Therefore, the value of the second term is 18. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 18. Now, sixth question, if a, b and c are in arithmetic progression, then value b minus a divided by c minus b is equal to. So, a, b, c are in arithmetic progression. We need to find out the value of b minus a divided by c minus b. So, d equals what? a2 minus a1. Or we can write as a3 minus a2. What is a1 is a, a2 is b, a3 is c. Substitute the values, we get what is a2 minus a1, that is b minus a, which is equal to what is a3 minus a2, that is c minus b. Now divide b minus a divided by c minus b. If we divide b minus a divided by c minus b, we get value 1, because b minus a is d, c minus b is also d. Dividing d by d, we get 1. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 1. The seventh question, the 30th term of 10, 7, 4 is. We need to find out the 30th term of the given APs. The given AP is 10, 7, 4. Now find out the first term. A equals 10 and d equals a2 minus a1, that is 7 minus 10 is minus 3. Value of n is 30. N equals 30. We need to find out 30th term. Therefore, n equals 30. Now n equals a plus n minus 1 into d. The nth term of an AP is an equals a plus n minus 1 into d. Otherwise, you can directly find out by using general formula. A30 equals a plus 29d. Now substituting the value a, d and n, that is a30 equals 10 plus 30 minus 1 into 3. A30 equals 10 plus 30 minus 1 is 29 into minus 3. A30 equals, that is 30th term A30 equals 10 plus 29 3s are 87 plus into minus minus. 29 times 3 is 87. Therefore, 10 minus 87 is minus 77. 87 minus 10 is 77. The bigger number sign is minus. Therefore, the 30th term is minus 77. Next question, Find the sum of 20 terms of the AP 3, 3, 3, 3 and so on. Therefore, A equals 3 and D equals 0. That is 3 minus 3 is 0. We need to find out the sum of 20 terms. Therefore, N equals 20. If we substitute Sn formula using the last term, what is the last term? Last term will be same, that is 3 Sn equals n by 2 A plus An. If we know the last term, we can easily find out the sum of 20 terms. Otherwise, you can substitute using the Sn formula. Sn equals n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into t. You will get the same answer. Now Sn equals 20 by 2 into 3 plus 3. That is 20 by 2 is 10. 3 plus 3 is 6. 10 times 6 is 60. Therefore, S20 is 60. Otherwise, 20 times 3 will be equal to 6. Because we need to add the 3 20 times. Because it is continuous 3. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 60. Now, ninth question, which of the following statement is wrong regarding the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals 0? Option A, roots are equal if b square minus 4ac equals 0. This option is, or this statement is correct. Next, statement B, roots are not real if b square minus 4ac is less than 0. This statement is true. Roots are real and distinct if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. This statement is true. Roots are real if b square minus 4ac is less than 0. This statement is wrong. So according to question, the incorrect statement is option D, roots are real. Question number 10. The degree of a quadratic equation is very simple. The degree of quadratic equation is 2. The highest power in the quadratic equation is 2. Therefore, its degree is 2. For linear equation, it's 1. For quadratic equation, it is 2. The roots of the quadratic equation m square plus 2m minus 3 equals 0. This can be done by using factorization method. Multiply first and last term, that is minus 3m square. Now, if you multiply, you should get minus 3m square. If you add, you should get plus 2m. What are the terms? The terms will be, if you multiply, you should get minus 3m square. If you add, you should get 2m. The terms are 3m and 1m. Bigger number sign will be plus and the smaller number sign will be minus. 3m minus 1m is 2m. 3m into minus 1m is minus 3m square. Now split the middle term as plus 3m minus 1m. m square plus 3m minus 1m minus 3 equals 0. Now take the common factor m, we get m plus 3. In the same way, minus 1 common factor, we get m plus 3. So, which is equal to m minus 1 equals 0 and m plus 3 equals 0. Therefore, m equals 1 and m equals minus 3. Therefore, the roots are 1 and minus 3. The roots of the quadratic equation m square plus 2m minus 3 is minus 3 and 1. Now, question number 12. The discriminant of a quadratic equation is, the discriminant of quadratic equation is given by the formula b square minus 4ac. The correct answer is option C, b square minus 4ac. Now, question number 13. Choose the quadratic equation among these. Option B will be incorrect because it is a linear equation in two variables, and also option D is incorrect because it is a linear equation. Now we should check in the option A and C. Multiply and simplify x into x square, x into 1 is x square is x into x square plus 4 into minus x, we get minus 4x equals 0 plus x square minus x square will cancel out. Now the option C is also incorrect because it is a linear equation. Therefore the correct answer is option A. X into x plus 1 equals 0 is a quadratic equation in variable x. Now question number 14. If tan A equals 4 divided by 3, then value of cos A will be equal to. Now draw a right angle triangle with respect to angle A. Opposite side is BC and adjacent is AB. Tan A equals opposite by adjacent, therefore 4 divided by AB will be equal to 3 adjacent. Now we need to find out cos A. Cos A equals adjacent by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC. We need to find out AC. Students, you can directly write, because by using the concept of Pythagorean triplet, cos A will be equal to 3 divided by 5. There are few Pythagorean triplet like 5, 4, 3 and 12, 13 and 5, 10, 8, 6. These are Pythagorean triplet, that is square of the biggest number will be equal to sum of squares of other two numbers. If you learn Pythagorean triplet, it will be very easy to solve the questions in your exams. You can reduce the time. There are few Pythagorean triplet like 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 5, 12, 13. That is square of the larger number will be equal to sum of squares of other two numbers. Now question number 15. The value of sine 90 degree plus tan 45 degrees. What is sine 90? Sine 90 is 1. Tan 45 value is 1. Therefore 1 plus 1 equals 2. Therefore the correct answer is option C, 2. Question number 16. 15 cot A equals 8. Then value of tan A will be equal to. Now 15 cot A equals 8. Therefore cot A, cotangent of angle A, will be equal to 8 by 15. Cot A equals 8 by 15. Tan A is just reciprocal of cot A. Therefore tan A equals 15 by 8. Just reciprocal the ratio, we get 15 by 8. Therefore the correct answer is option B, 15 divided by 8. Now question number 17. A circus artist climbing a 20-meter rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. If the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degrees, the height of the pole is. Consider a pole and from the ground a rope is tied. It makes an angle 30 degree, that is theta. We need to find out height of the pole. What is the length of the rope? The length of the rope is 20 meters. Theta is 30 degree. We need to find out the pole length. That is, with respect to angle theta, we need to find out opposite. So which ratio I can use? I can use the ratio sine, because it contains opposite and hypotenuse. That is x divided by 20. Let the pole length be x. Therefore sine 30 equals x divided by 20. What is the sine 30 value? 1 by 2, which is equal to x by 20. Now cross multiplying, x equals 20 by 2. Therefore x equals 10 meters. Therefore the correct answer is option A, 10 meters. Question number 18. If the length of the shadow of a tree is decreasing, then the angle of elevation will be. The length of the shadow will decrease when angle of elevation increases. Therefore, the correct answer is option A. Students, do understand this concept. If length of shadow decreases, the angle of elevation increases. If in case of shadow is increasing, that means the angle of elevation will be decreasing. Question number 19. The distance between the points 2, 3 and 6, 6. 2, 3 will become x1, y1. 6, 6 is x2, y2. Therefore, distance formula D equals x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now, D equals square root of what is x2 minus x1, that is 6 minus 2 is 4 square. The same what is y2 minus y1, that is 6 minus 3 is 3 square. Therefore, D equals square root of 6 minus 2 is 4 square, we get 16. 6 minus 3 is 3 square is 9. Therefore, square root of 16 plus 9 is 25. Therefore, D equals square root of 25 is 5 units. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 5 units. Question number 20. The coordinates of a point of the intersection of x-axis and y-axis are. The intersection of x-axis and y-axis will be at the origin. The coordinates of origin are 0, 0. Therefore, the correct answer is 0, 0. The intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called as origin. Now, question number 21. Find the ratio in which the point 4, 8 divides the line segment joining the point 5, 7 and 3, 9. The question is little bit lengthy. These kind of questions will not be asked in the exam. As a practice, you can do x, y is 4, 8, x1, y1 is 5, 7, x2, y2 is 3, 9. By using section formula, p of x, y equals mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. The same way, my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Now substitute all the values in the given formula, that is p of x, y is 4, 8, which is equal to mx2, that is m times x2 is 3, m plus nx1 is n times x1 is 5 divided by m plus n. The same way, my2 is m times y2 is 9 plus ny1 will be n times 7 divided by m plus n. Now students, equate x coordinate and x coordinate or y coordinate and y coordinate to find out the ratio. That is, I will equate the x coordinate, that is equal to 4 equals 3m plus 5n divided by m plus n. Now cross multiply 4 into m, 4m plus 4 times n is 4n, which is equal to 3m plus 5n. Now shift all the m terms to LHS and n terms to RHS, that is 4m minus 3m equals 5n minus 4n. So 4m minus 3m is 1m, which is equal to 5n minus 4m is n, m equals n. Therefore, the ratio is 1:1. What is the ratio? The ratio is 1:1. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 1:1. This question is little bit lengthy. Do it for your practice. Second question, the perimeter of the triangle with vertices 0, 0, 3, 0 and 0, 4 is A of 0, 0, B of 3, 0 and C of 0, 4. Students, what is the perimeter of triangle ABC? That is, perimeter of triangle ABC will be equal to, at the sides, sum of sides, that is AB plus BC plus CA. Now we need to find out the length AB, BC and CA by using distance formula. That is the distance between the point A and B, that is origin and the point 3, 0 will be just square root of x square plus y square. X point is 3, y point is 0. Therefore, AB equals square root of 3 square plus y square, that is 0 square. Square root of 3 square is 9, therefore square root of 9 is 3. In the same way, BC is the distance between the point 3, 0 and 0, 4, that is D equals square root of 0 minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus 0 whole square. We get square root of 9 plus 16, therefore square root of 25 is 5. The same way, CA is distance between the origin and the point 0, 4, that is just square root of x square plus y square. 0 square plus 4 square, we get square root of 16 is 4. Therefore perimeter is 3 plus 5 plus 4, that is equal to 12. Therefore the correct answer is option D, 12 units. Question number 23. The following figure represents less than type and more than type ogive. Then the median is intersection of less than type ogive and more than type ogive, and the corresponding coordinate on the x-axis is the median. Therefore the correct answer is 50. Now moving to question number 24. Given sigma fi xi equals 325, sigma fi equals 25, then mean equals, we know that mean equals sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. What is sigma fi xi? That is 325 divided by 25, which is direct method of calculating mean. 325 divided by 25, we get answer 13. Therefore the correct answer is option A, 13. Now moving to question number 25. The mode of the scores 12, 11, 10, 8, 11, 13, 11, 15 and 12. The more number of times the repeated score is mode. 11 has repeated 3 times, therefore the mode of the scores is 11. What is mode? Mode is the score which repeats more often. Therefore the correct answer is option C, 11. Mode is what? The data which occurs more often in the given scores. Here 11 repeats more number of times. Therefore the correct answer is option C, 11. Question number 26. The area of two similar triangles are 25 square centimeter and 81 square centimeter respectively. The ratio of their corresponding sides are, we know that area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle DEF equals square of their corresponding sides, which is area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle DEF, which is equal to BC square by EF square. Now we need to find out the ratio BC by EF. It is BC by EF is equal to triangle ABC, area of triangle ABC divided by triangle DF, which is equal to 25 by 81. Now BC by EF equals square root of 25 by 81 is square root of 25 is 5, square root of 81 is 9. Therefore the ratio is 5:9. This question has repeated many number of times. Very important question for your exam. Question number 27. If triangle ABC and DEF are similar, if 2AB equals DE, BC equals 8 cm and EF is equal to, for this kind of questions you must draw the diagram so that it will be very easy to calculate. Now triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Two similar triangles such that 2AB is what? 2AB equals D. Now corresponding sides will be in same proportion, that is AB by DE equals BC by EF and also AC by DF. Now take the ratio AB by DE equals BC by EF. What is AB value? As it is. Now what is DE? DE is equal to 2AB. What is BC value? BC value is 8. We need to find out EF as it is. Now the length AB and AB will cancel out. Now EF equals 2 times 8 is 16. Just cross multiply. Therefore the length EF is 16 centimeter. Be careful when you are calculating this kind of problems. Question number 28. If triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle such that AD is perpendicular to BC, then AD square is equal to, again draw a triangle ABC, that is equilateral triangle will means all the sides will be equal. AD is the perpendicular to BC. Now AB is equal to BC, BC is equal to CA because it is an equilateral triangle. We need to find out AD square. Now in triangle ADC, AD square equals AC square minus CD square. In triangle ABC, right angle triangle ABC, apply Pythagoras theorem, that is AC square will be equal to AD square plus CD square. We need to find out AD, therefore AD equals AC square minus CD square. Apply Pythagoras theorem, that is AC square will be equal to AD square plus CD square. Therefore AD square equals, what is AC? AC will be as it is. AC will be equal to 2 times CD because it is an equilateral triangle and it is perpendicular. BC will be equal to 2 times CD and BC is equal to AC. Therefore AC equals 2 times CD. Now substitute 2 times CD whole square minus CD. 2 CD whole square will give you 4 CD square minus CD square. Therefore AD square equals 3 CD square. Therefore the correct answer is option B, 3 CD square. Question number 29. Two circles are always similar. The two circles will be always similar but may not be congruent. What are similar figure? Same shape, different size. Therefore two circles can be similar but may not be congruent. What are congruent figures? Same size and same shape. Same shape, same size, congruent figure, same shape, different sizes, they are called as similar figures. Now moving to next question. The number of tangents drawn to a circle at any point on the circle is, how many tangents can be drawn on point of the circle? On the point on the circle, only one tangent can be drawn. Students, there are 3 cases, that is number of tangents drawn on the circle at any point on the circle and from the external point. On the circle, infinite tangents can be drawn. At any point on the circle, one tangent can be drawn. From the external point, 2 tangents can be drawn. Understand all these cases on the circle. Now number of tangents can be drawn on the circle is infinite. At any point on the circle is 1. From the external point, 2 tangents can be drawn. Question number 31. In the figure, O is the center of the circle, PT is the tangent. TPO, angle TPO equals 30 degree, then angle POT is. Therefore, angle T plus angle P plus angle O will be equal to 180 degree. Angle T plus angle O plus angle P equals 180 degree. What is angle T? Is 90 degree, that is, and angle O we need to find out, as it is angle P is 30 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle O equals POT, therefore, which is equal to 180 minus 120 degree, that is 90 plus 30, 120. We get angle POT is equal to 60 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 60 degree. Question number 32. Angle between the radius and the tangent at the point of intersect is. Angle between the radius and the tangent at the point of intersect is right angle, that is 90 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 90 degree. Question number 33. PA, PC, CD are tangents drawn to a circle with center O. AP equals 3 cm, CD equals 5 cm. The length PC is. What is length? PC equals PB plus CB. Length PC equals PB plus CB or BC. Now CD will be equal to BC because tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Therefore, DC equals BC. In the same way, PA will be equal to PB. Therefore, just add 5 plus 3, we get 8. Therefore, the length PC equals 8 centimeter. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 8 centimeter. In the figure, angle AOB equals 130 degree and then APB is equal to angle between the radii and angle between the tangents is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, AOB plus APB equals 180 degree. Now, angle APB is equal to 180 minus 130 degree. 180 minus 130 we get 50 degree. Therefore, angle APB equals 50 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 50 degree. Now, question number 35. To divide the line segment AB of length 7.6 cm in the ratio 5:8, a ray AX is drawn first such that ray BAX, angle BAX forms an acute angle. Then the points A1, A2, A3 are located at equal distance on the ray X. The point B is joined to, the point B will be joined to the last point, that is the last point will be A13, that is 5 plus 8 is 13. The last point will be 13. Therefore, the answer is A13, that is option D. Question number 36. The formula to find out volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. The formula to find out volume of sphere is 4 divided by 3 pi r cube. Question number 37. A cylinder of volume 156 centimeter cube is melted and to form 3 cones with equal base and height. Then the volume of cone is equal to, volume of cone is equal to 1 by 3rd volume of cylinder. Therefore, 1 by 3rd of 156. Volume of cone equals 1 by 3rd volume of cylinder. Therefore, volume of cone equals 1 by 3 into 156. Divide 156 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3 5s are, then 2 times 3 is 6. Therefore, answer is 52 centimeter cube. The correct answer is option C, 52 centimeter cube. Question number 38. The lateral surface area of a cone with base radius 5 centimeter and slant height is. The lateral surface area of cone is pi RL. Radius is 5, slant height is 7. Therefore, 22 by 7 into radius is 5 into slant height is 7. 7 and 7 will cancel out. 22 times 5 will be equal to 110 centimeter square. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 110 square centimeter. Question number 39. A vessel is in the shape of a cylinder surmounted on hemisphere. The surface area of vessel is. A vessel is in the shape of cylinder surmounted on hemisphere. That is the we need to find out the surface area of sphere. The surface area of sphere will be equal to CSA of hemisphere and CSA of cylinder. Don't get confused with the top area. A vessel will be open, therefore don't consider the top area. Now CS of cylinder is 2 pi RH, CS of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Therefore the surface area of vessel is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. The correct answer is option C, 2 pi r square plus 2 pi RH. The correct answer is option C, 2 pi r square plus 2 pi RH. Question number 40. The circumference of a circle is 88 centimeter, then its radius is given. The circumference equals 88. Circumference equals 88, which is equal to 2 pi r. Now r equals 88 by 2 pi, or 88 equals 2 into 22 by 7 into r. 22 ones are 22, 4s are 88, therefore 2 ones are 2 times 2 is 4, therefore r equals 7 into 2, that is 14 centimeter. The radius of the circle is equal to 14 centimeter. Therefore the correct answer is option B, 14 centimeter. Students, hopefully these videos are helpful to you. Do practice all these questions. I'll be posting the next videos soon. Thank you.